Hey guys, it's Michael Cheek. Today we're going to start Heat of the Moment by Asia. Now I'm going to do the chords that come in at the beginning here that you hear all by themselves, and then he starts singing. But he uses it all during the verse. So you're going to reuse these chords over and over again. They're just power chords, so we're going to learn those. And for the other parts of this song, you can go to my website, www.mikesguitarlessons.com. If you want to email me, you can email me at feedback@mikesguitarlessons.com. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the beginning of this song sounds like this. Just basically does that a few times. Does that a couple of times, then he starts singing, but it still does the same thing. And that's what we're going to learn here, and then we'll get into some of the other chords too. Now we're going to start off. These are just power chords. Now I was using 3-note power chords here, but you really only need 2 notes to actually have a power chord. So I'll just show it like that. Okay. Now on this on the issue of tone here, it's definitely a good thing if you can have some distortion and a lot of reverb on your sound here, because it's definitely pretty heavy on this one. But again, if you don't have the tools to make that happen, a pedal or an amp that can do it, then just play it clean, play it on an acoustic if that's all you have. So let's go ahead and start off with these 4 chords that we're going to have to learn. 3 chords actually. 1, 2, 3. You go back to that one, but you've already played it, and then the last one is that one. So we're starting off with the G sharp 5 here, and what that is, you're going to take your first finger and put it on the 4th fret of this thickest E string, playing that note right there. Take your 3rd finger and put it on the 6th fret of the A string. Okay? And those are the only 2 notes you're going to play. If you wanted to, you could add this octave up here with your pinky, the 6th fret of the D string. You want a little fuller sounding chord, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to show you. You can do that with all the power chords, but I'm just going to show you the 2-note power chords here to keep it simple. Now, basically what you're going to do is just hit this chord once, and these first 4 chords that we play in a row, we have all of those on the E string and the A string, because we want to be able to kind of slide them a little bit to each next chord. So the next chord we're going to go to from here is going to be the 6th fret and the 8th fret. So it's going to go, and I'm holding down the pressure as I move to that chord so that we hear those notes slide up. Okay, so you want to take your first chord and then strum it once and slide up to where your first finger is going to the 6th fret and your 3rd finger is going to the 8th fret. Okay, so now we've got 6th fret on the E string, 8th fret on the A string. Okay, strum that chord, just those 2 notes, then slide it down to 2nd fret and 4th fret. So, alright, now where we're at here is 2nd fret on the E string with our first finger, and 4th fret on the A string with our 3rd finger. Okay? And then back to the first chord you played. That's 4th fret on the E string and 6th fret on the A string with your 3rd finger. Okay? So the chord progression is like this. Okay? Holding down the pressure the whole time. Okay? Then you stop that last chord with your right hand or your left hand by letting up the pressure, and then just move down a string. So now you've got 4th fret on the A string, playing that note, and 6th fret on the D string, playing that note. Okay? Make sure you mute this thickest E string by touching it with your first finger or letting your thumb come around and touch it. And make sure you mute all of those as always when you're playing power chords. The ones you're not playing, pressing down, you want to mute them. Okay? And you're going to hit that chord twice and let it ring until you start it over, okay? Just like that. So the whole thing is going to sound like this. And then repeat it. Okay? Now, the one thing that will change it is when you're about to go into the chorus of the song. I need to show you that too. It's going to, let me see how, let me remind myself how you do this. No, wait. That's what it does. Okay, so what you do when you're about to go in the chorus is you just change the ending of the chord progression. Okay, so it's going to be the same up until that point. So you're going to hit your first chord the same way, second one the same way, third one the same way, fourth one the same way. But instead of going to this last chord up here, you're going to go from this after you hit this one. You're going to go back to second fret on the E string and fourth fret on the A string, and strum that and let it ring. Just kind of let it ring out, and then your chorus is about to come in. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Okay. Okay, so playing one time in the verse, and then I'll play one time like you're going into the chorus. It'll sound like this. Okay, that's normal. Now we're going to play as if this is the last one before the chorus. Okay? Alright, so that's the chord progression for the first of the song. This is not a very complicated song, so these ought to come pretty easy to you if you're used to playing power chords. Power chords at the beginning, though, not to say that they're easy. I remember when I first started playing them, when I first picked up the guitar, they were really hard for me to play and be comfortable. They'd kill my hands. But once you get comfortable with power chords, this song isn't too bad. So again, you can have look at all the if you're watching this on YouTube. I'll have the first video on here, but if you want to look at any of the other videos for this song, or any other songs that I've made, I have all my videos again at www.mikesguitarlessons.com. You can email me at feedback@mikesguitarlessons.com if you have questions. You don't have to, you don't have to be a member of my website to ask me a question. So if you're just watching this on YouTube for free, feel free to come to the website. Well, you actually don't have to go to the website. Just email me at that email address, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions if I can.